not that posh. I'm not originally from Tunbridge Wells. I'm from Hastings. I don't know if you know this place is a bit of a shithole on the southeast coast of England. It's horrible. But I moved down to Tunbridge Wells about a year ago, and it's not working out for me, right? Because so far I've been in Tunbridge Wells for about a year, and so far I've been banned from the local nightclub, Waitrose, and the gym. Right, I know people get banned from nightclubs all the time, but who gets banned from a gym, for God's sake? It's ridiculous, isn't it? My gym is LA Fitness. Don't know if you know this gym. It's the only one I could afford in Tunbridge Wells. It's quite cheap. It's like 25 quid a month, and it's got this system where you have to take your own padlock down. It's an awful system. I always forget mine. I did that the other day. I borrowed one from the kid on reception. I went down. I had a swing. I came back to my locker. And the prick on reception is giving me the wrong combination, right? So now I need to go upstairs to reception in my trunks. Now, I go up and he sort of looks at me, but rather than saying that there's a locker-based emergency, he sends me to the back of the queue. Right, so now I'm stood in reception behind 5 people, right, and people coming into the gym are thinking this is how I've chosen to turn up to the gym. I was slightly wet with my goggles on. Now eventually I get to the front of the queue. I said, look mate, you've given me the wrong combination for that lock you let me, can you sort it out? He said, no. There's nothing I can do. I said, well, if there's nothing you can do, then I'm hanging about the lobby all day in my trunks, aren't I? He goes, look, the only thing I can suggest is you take these down. And he pulls out this massive pair of bolt cutters, right? So what am I supposed to do with those? He goes, yeah, just cut the lock. I'm not really an expert in cutting locks with bolt cutters. I said, can you do it? He goes, no mate, I can't leave reception. Right, so the next thing, I'm walking through the men's changing rooms, right? In my trunks with a massive pair of bolt cutters. I've got all of these huge bodybuilder types looking at me as if I'm the sort of stupid petty criminal who turns up to a gym with their thieving apparatus, goes for a quick swim and then brazenly breaks into a stranger's locker. I felt the need to explain myself. I said, look boys, it's not how it seems. Basically, the bell end upstairs is giving me the wrong combination for a locker borrowed, and now I need to break into my own locker. They all have a bit of a chuckle about it amongst themselves, but rather than going about their own business, they'll sort of gather round to watch me pathetically attempt to break into my own locker. Now, it takes me 13 attempts, right? Eventually the lock breaks, the door swings open, they all applaud, I look in, and it's not my fucking locker, is it? I now know that the next locker, the one down from that's probably my locker, but I can't say this to the crowd behind me, can I? Otherwise I look like even more of a dick, right? So what I do is probably what most people do in that situation, just panic. I panic and I pull out a towel. Right, now I'm drying myself off with a stranger's towel, right? Thinking about the beating he's going to give me if he comes downstairs from his kickboxing class or whatever he's doing up there. Luckily he doesn't come down. The bodybuilders, they go, I get into my own locker, I get changed, I hand the bolt cutters back at the reception. But I wish I could have come around for the conversation between the guy whose locker it was and the bloke on reception, because that would have been amazing, wouldn't it? Because the guy whose locker it was would have been fucking furious. Would have come upstairs and gone, mate, you know what's just happened? Come down to my locker, some prick's broken into it, he's taken nothing. He's just used my towel and my moisturiser. What sort of fucking idiot does that? But between them they would have known exactly what happened, exactly who did it, but no idea why. Why would someone do that?